Okay, at this time, I'd like to open up the city Boardman special meeting for budget hearing. Can I have a roll call, please?
Did you want to do the pledge of
Oh,
allegiance?
yes, sorry. Flags. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Leslie? Excuse. Paul Beagle?
Here.
Katie? Excuse. Junior?
Here.
Isaac?
Here.
Brenda? Here. Paul Keeper? He's here.
Paul Kiefer's here.
Okay, at this time, we're going to recess our regular meeting and open up a public hearing. Purpose for the hearing is a supplemental budget for the Community Development Block Grant Capital Fund.
We had anticipated paying the majority of the fees for the Migrant Head Start that is through a community development block grant as of today. But because of staffing changes at the state level and the time that they require to process and release the funds, it will not happen until next week that we get those funds so that we can pay it off. So this is just adding those additional funds that will be received and will be expensed in this coming fiscal year.
Okay, and we're gonna have this open for public comment. We will limit the time to 3 minutes on the floor, unless there's reason to go longer. Are there any calls for abstention? Okay, so there are none, we will not have any abstentions. Are there any objections to the jurisdiction? Hearing none, we'll commence to the staff report. That was a staff report. So we've already done that. Okay, are there any proponents for the case? Hearing none, we will go. Are there any opponents to the case? Okay. Hearing none, we won't have to do any cross-examination. Public agencies, are there any public agencies?
None further.
None present. Any on Zoom?
There's nobody on Zoom.
Okay. Okay, well, we have no rebuttals, so at this time, we will close the hearing and do a deliberation by council. So at this point, do we reopen our regular meeting? All right, so formal proceedings are the 2021-2022 supplemental budget hearing. Do we need to read the whole thing?
No, just by title.
Just by title?
City of Boardman, Resolution 11-2021, a resolution to adopt the supplemental city budget for fiscal year 2021-2022.
Well, I hereby move that we adopt City of Boardman's Resolution 11-2021 as read.
I second.
Okay,
That we approve and adopt the proposed supplemental city budget for fiscal year 2021-2022 as presented in the amount of $1,594,285.
I'll second that. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions?
I have a question,
Yes, Mr.
Mr.
Beagle?
Chair.
You have the floor.
Could someone, I guess it would be you, Mark, could you explain to me the difference of the 1,300,000 to the 1,500,000? Is all that money coming from a grant that we are going to receive? Or is it just the 1,594,285?
We originally had 230,000 budgeted. And the new amount will be the 1,594,000. So the difference, and that's what we're increasing it by, is the 1,364,000. Everything in grants and loans is from the community development block grant. That's the one from the state. And under other revenue, that's the additional money that the Oregon Child Development Coalition is putting into this project, who's going to be ultimately running this Head Start. And like I said, we were anticipating being able to pay all of these contractors in June, but because of the timing and the processing need, it's not going to happen until next week, which will be July. Otherwise, that money would have been received and then paid out this year. So we've already been awarded that grant, and it is on a drawdown basis. So we request it. Once it hits our account, we have 3 days to spend it. And it's on a reimbursement basis, so when we request it, we already have an invoice to back it up.
Okay, so there's no additional monies coming from the community? It's
No.
just a grant that, okay,
Right.
hey, we need
Yeah.
extra because of construction costs being,
Well, it's just the timing of our fiscal year, because we've already been awarded the whole amount for the entire project. It's just the timing of our fiscal year that we have to do this for budget reasons.
oh, okay, thank you.
How come the figure's not the same on the green sheet as it is on here? Okay,
It is,
It's for so the fund will be a total of 1,594,285.
so that's because of the 99,000?
Well, that's because the 230 we had already budgeted. So total will be 1,594,000. That will be the new total for that entire fund, which is exclusively for the Head Start.
Which is an increase over what we originally approved in the budget of 1,364,000. Is that correct?
1,364,000 is the difference.
That is the
Yes.
difference. That's what.
So that's what we're increasing it by. So they had already approved the 230,000 in the original budget. So the resolution is increasing it by 1,364,000, which gives us a total of the 1,594,285.
and you say we've already secured this money?
Yes.
Action items?
Well, we should
Yeah.
do a roll call.
Oh, we're ready to vote. Okay, we have a roll call vote.
Leslie? Paul Beagle?
Aye.
Katie? Junior?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Brenda?
Yes.
Paul Keeper?
Yes, I vote yes.
Motion passes 5-4, 2 absent.
So we need to do is just
Do
do
we
the
do
documents.
document signatures now, or do we do that after adjournment?
We can do it. It doesn't matter. You can go and adjourn the meeting if you want.
Okay, this time I will adjourn the meeting.